Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel, broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just a quick lesson through the spirit. This is an article from Natural News. It says collapse. More layoffs coming to McDonald's as fast food giant embraces Google's AI for online ordering. McDonald's, Mickey D's, man. Okay, this crap, this garbage. We all grew up on it, man. And you know what's so nuts about this? I was looking for some Wi-Fi the other day to clock out of work, so I came to the nearest McDonald's, man, and I went up in that joint. It's been a minute since I've been in there, and I'm probably going on, but that shit smells so fucking good, man. I was just like, wow, how could something that smells so good be so goddamn ruinous? And the demon's like, you know you want some fries on a hamburger, right? I'm like, nah, I'm cool. But it smells so goddamn good in there, man. I was like, wow. Because the shit tastes good, man. But Edom, he got what he's called food scientists. When they go and they replicate certain tastes of foods, but they put it in a chemical form. Instead of it being a real food, they give you an extraction of a taste through replicating the flavor. You know, same thing like with a vegetable, with a fruit, okay, with particular meats, particular spices. They can replicate that because they have food scientists that actually sits around the clock and they get and extract these enzymes from these foods and they put it in a chemical-based form, which is ruinous. But anyway, it says McDonald's layoffs coming to McDonald's as fast food giant embraces Google's AI for online ordering. But it says McDonald's is going humanless in an effort to top Salakia. It says McDonald's is going humanless in an effort to keep its top executives handsomely paid and its lower level store employees well obsolete. I remember when I was working there, I was in high school. I was 16 then at the time, 16 maybe going on 17. I was making $5.50 an hour. I was taking home $232 every 2 weeks. You know, and at that time in high school, that was like, okay, that was like a decent little gig, you know, on top of all the other shit you got going on. You know, the little $200 32 checks wasn't too bad at that time. You know, this was probably like back in like 2003 or some shit, you know, a minute ago, 2004, 2005, something like that. But it says in a recent press release, McDonald's announced a new partnership with Google. And Google was buying out everything, man. I remember a long time ago, Google was actually YouTube was independent of Google to the point like you didn't even need like a Google account or a Google phone to set up a YouTube. Now, in order for you to set up a YouTube, Google, now you have to have a email account through Google because all of it is merged. Like they had Hangouts, they got Google Talk, they got all this stuff now. And this is why YouTube has gotten very stringent on their parameters and stuff like that. But back in the day, it wasn't really like that. YouTube was already self-serving of his own self. But when they partnered with Google, this when all this PC woke bullshit became the mainstream talking points. But it says here that will utilize the search engine's giant artificial intelligence technology at McDonald's franchise stores. So basically, AI is taking over. Okay, you people getting ready to lose your jobs. It says with self-serve kiosks already plastered inside McDonald's, which they've been doing a self-serve thing for like 2016, 2017, probably even beyond then. But it says with self-serve kiosks already plastered inside McDonald's restaurants all around the world, the next step for the world's most well-known fast food chain is to do away with all remaining human employees and replace them with robots and computers. It says we see tremendously opportunity for growth in our digital business and our partnership with Google Cloud, which allows us to capitalize on this by leveraging our size and scale to build capabilities and implement solutions at unmatched speeds. Commented McDonald's Executive Vice President, Global Chief Information Officer Brian Rice, damn, which he's probably a Malachite, who nearly makes $5 million annually for the company. It reads, connecting our restaurants worldwide to millions of data points across our digital ecosystem means tools get sharper, models get smarter, restaurants become easier to operate, and most importantly, the overall experience for our customers and crews get even better. It says, starting next year, and all other fast food chains in California will need to start paying their employees at least $20 an hour. But even then, that's not going to be enough to combat the inflation, because $20 in California is like making $12 anywhere else because the price of living is too high. All right. But it says McDonald's says its new partnership with Google and its AI program is a significant step for McDonald's in advancing its restaurant's technology platform to become the most sophisticated and productive in the industry. But it says notice that McDonald's has shifted away from caring about things like food quality and an immersive restaurant experience. But instead, McDonald's seemed to be all about getting customers in and out of the store as quickly as possible with as little as human interaction as possible, because human employees cost the company money that will rather stuff into pockets of rice and other high-level executives. But according to the fast food chains, letting AI robots take over the brand will bring significant advancements with each restaurant and its customer platforms. And this is going to spell disaster, okay? Because a lot of people are going to boycott. And only people that eat here is stupid people, man. Okay, like, ain't no way in hell, like, all the information that's coming out about these companies, the type of food, like, the food quality has gotten worse, like, literally. If you eat something remotely from a place like this, you probably can go to the spirit world because the food has gotten that bad. It ain't like back in the 80s and the 90s, even though the shit was trash then, but at least then it had some type of realness to it. Going back in the 80s, you know, we go to McDonald's. It was a family experience. You had to have money to eat here. You know, we used to probably get this shit like once every 2 weeks when our parents got paid, or at least when, when the parents get paid, you go there like once every 2 weeks. You know, you get your little Happy Meal, get your toy. You go inside the restaurant and, you know, you got the experience. You got the playland. You got the mascot characters. You got Ronald the McDonald. You know, he'll come out and greet you. Those times are different, man. You know, and this is why everybody is all mad and sad. Like, they got like a channel on TikTok called 90s Nostalgia in Restaurants, when they play the little nostalgic music and they show the old restaurants and the food and the rappers and shit. And then Pizza Hut, you know, like Pizza Hut was actually, you had to have money to eat at Pizza Hut back in the 90s, man. You know, it was actually a dine-in spot, you know, but now it's just like you take it, pick up express, go home. You see? But nonetheless, this place is really falling because, look, I mean, they're making everything digital. But it reads here, it says, with the constant approach, McDonald's expects to deploy innovations with much greater speed and agility. And the press release further states McDonald's will use edge computing and Google Cloud to power these new platforms, bringing information storage and high-power computing into individual restaurants. And hey, guess what? Eventually, you're going to need that chip in order to eat there, okay, in order to work there. Because even though they're going to get rid of most of their low-level employees, you still got to have somebody that's got to manage the store. Okay, you may have like a store manager. You're going to have what they call a GM, which is a general manager, and you got a district manager. And you may have somebody in there that may do like the drive-through or something like that. But other than that, you're going to have that micro C-HIP. But it says also commenting on the partnership with Thomas Kurian, Google's Cloud Chief Executive Officer, who celebrated the fact that McDonald's is shifting away from having humans work at its restaurants. But through this wide-ranging of partnerships, Google Cloud will help McDonald's seize on new opportunities to transform its business and customer experiences, empowering restaurants worldwide with the latest technologies to near-term impact, which is going to be that chip. Pairing the iconic brand, size, and scale of McDonald's with Google's cloud deep history in AI and technology, innovation will redefine how this industry works and what people expect when they dine out. But it says in the comments, many people noted that the customer experience at McDonald's has been lackluster, to say the least, for the many years. It says AI doesn't spit in your food, so there's that, one of them wrote. Who eats this slop anyway, another asked. No soda, no food that isn't real food. It's cheaper and healthier. Others pointed out that even regular food from the grocery stores in the United States is extremely unhealthy due to the country's piss poor consumer protection laws. And it's not the fact that they piss poor because they just don't give a shit, okay? Because at the end of the day, you people are useless eaters anyway, okay? It was designed to kill off pretty much everybody in this society because you people are useless eaters. But it says bread is chemical crap almost everywhere. One person from another country wrote about the average American loaf of bread. It says the mustard is just yellow, tasteless glue, and with all added sugar for no reason whatsoever. It says, is sugar a religion over there? Okay, so they shitting on the food supply because clearly the food is poison. Anybody that comes from a different country and eat this food, they usually get sick because it's not real food. Okay. Anyway, Let's go a couple of precepts here. This wasn't going to be a long lesson, but this is the Lord bringing down. This is the Lord shitting on your glory, okay? Because McDonald's was the all-American fast food restaurant.
The hell?
Everybody and their mother, goes to McDonald's, take the kids there and this and this and that. And if you still eating that shit in 2024, 2023, then seriously, man, you got to really examine your spirit, man. All right? Because honestly, out of all the restaurants that eat at, it's like, all right, who going to get a burger from McDonald's? You know what I'm saying? Even like the apple pie shit. You know how many chemical ingredients are in that shit? Just the bread alone, you probably got like over 50 different chemicals in fucking bread. With bread, you just need, what, like a type of flour, water, oil, and there you go. There's your bread. But instead, they want to put 26 different chemicals in it, forever chemicals that your body is not even digesting properly. But anyway, this is the book of Isaiah 19, because this is going to fall back on their head. This is going to be a disaster for recipe. This is a recipe for what they call a disaster for recipe, or recipe for a disaster. But this is the book of Isaiah 19 and 14. It says, the Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and have caused Egypt to earn every work thereof, as a drunken man that staggered in his vomit. So every work ethic, every corporation, from your music industry to your entertainment industry to your movie industry, all these places are getting ready to see the bottom of the stick, man. Like, I believe Disney is getting ready to I ain't gonna say go out of business, but Disney has lost a lot of money. I think Warner Brothers is filing bankrupt. You know what I'm saying? These are multi-billion-dollar corporations, but yet, how the hell are you filing bankruptcy when you're bringing out 2-3 movies a year and 2/3 of them are fucking sloppy, a slop, man? The scripts is horrible. Ever since this writer strikes, scripts have been horrible, man. So it's to the point they might as well let AI write you a movie script, and that way they can save millions off that, because you ain't got to pay the fucking AI to go home. You just pay to keep the maintenance available and be done with it. But this place is falling, man. And it says, and neither should there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail or branch or rush may do. But in that day, Egypt should be like unto women, and it should be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he's shaking over it, man. Okay, but the point is, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is making this culture, this work culture, totally obsolete, man. Because the one thing about the average American, they pride themselves on the work they got. But when you go to other countries, they like, only thing you people do is work. How do you work, but yet you can't get ahead? I believe in parts of Europe, it's something they call, it's like a mandatory 3-month vacation. Even doing a work day, they get to go home for 2-3 hours and take a nap and do what they got to do, I think it's like 30-hour work weeks or some shit. But over here, you got people working 60, 70 hours a week just to pay a funky-ass light bill, man. Just complete madness. This is why this society is called the oppressing city, okay? Because everybody here is oppressed. You wake up in the morning, you're oppressed. You got to go to work. You're dealing with crazy-ass supervisors. You're just oppressed by just the people in general. Okay, you go into the office, you got a Momo that's your damn manager. Or you got some bitter black woman that's on a 4th marriage that's taking it out on you. That's fucking oppression, man. This society is trash. But anyway, 2nd Esdras 16, and I'm going to start at verses 40. It says, O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth, man, okay? Because when all hell break loose, we ain't going to be able to be sitting ducks. You're going to have to move around. And it says here, he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. So these corporations, man, a lot of them are going out of businesses. Like within the last 10 years or so, you've seen Sears disappear, fucking Payless Shoe Stores, Kmart's, you know what I'm saying? All these particular places that has been prominent Fortune 500 companies here in America, they have totally disappeared, bought out by Amazon, So only thing you see is a derelict box of store. But it says here, he that occupied merchandise is he that hath no profit by it, and he that builded as he that should not dwell therein, and he that soweth as he should not reap. So also he that planted the vineyard as he that should not gather the grapes, and they that marry as they that should get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers. And therefore they that labor in vain, man, okay? And it's all vanity at the end of the day. Here you are doing all this AI shit just to save money and cut corners when people ain't gonna have the money to go there anyway, because we're getting ready to see a crash. But see, what the elites are banking on is the fact that when everything crashes, they can come back and they can put order to the society And when they open up the New World Order, basically everything is going to be AI, digital. And you're going to have that microchip in order to shop there. And this is what they're not telling you. But, the Most High is going to throw a loophole in that. Throw a monkey wrench in the program, because the minute you think you're going to open up your society again to whatever wickedness that you've conjured up, then the Lord is going to totally destroy your kingdom, man. And we in those days. All right? But anyway, I'm going to end it there, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, Lord's will you edify it to the next lesson. Shalom.